Why is it that even while living in the same modern and well-equipped environment, some older adults remain healthy and clear-minded, while others constantly feel fatigued and suffer from chronic illnesses? I understand that feeling. Many seniors here still try to eat well, exercise regularly, and take their medications on time, yet their bodies keep weakening. Every morning feels like a challenge. Every step feels burdened by the weight of the years. We often overlook simple solutions, thinking they aren't strong enough to make a difference. But that mindset might cause us to miss the most natural and safest opportunities to improve our health. Baking soda, this familiar household ingredient, can actually offer surprising health benefits for older adults. From helping balance the body's pH levels, supporting kidney function, to reducing heartburn and joint inflammation. If you want to discover the 7 most remarkable benefits of baking soda for senior health and how to apply them scientifically and safely, then this video is made for you. Please click like and share if you find this topic helpful. Have you ever used baking soda for health purposes? If so, leave a comment below about your experience. If not, feel free to share what you're curious about. I'd be happy to answer. Now let's begin the journey of discovering healing power right from our own kitchen. There's a very distinct sensation that anyone who has experienced it can never forget. That lingering burning feeling rising from the chest to the throat after a heavy meal. This sensation causes many people to hesitate before enjoying their favorite dishes, knowing that what follows may be a restless night filled with labored breathing and a chest that feels like it's on fire. Heartburn and acid reflux, seemingly minor issues, can become persistent nuisances for many older adults. Have you noticed this? Even with careful eating habits, avoiding spicy or fried foods, reflux still silently appears after late dinners or slightly fatty lunches. Many people choose to live with it, relying heavily on antacids, unaware that a natural, accessible solution may already be in their kitchen. Baking soda. The key lies in baking soda's powerful ability to neutralize stomach acid. When dissolved in water and consumed after meals, baking soda interacts with hydrochloric acid in the stomach, forming salt and water, which quickly eases the burning sensation and pressure in the chest. Just a small teaspoon can bring noticeable relief within minutes, especially after protein and fat-rich meals. However, it's important to note that fast relief doesn't mean long-term safety. Because baking soda contains sodium, regular or excessive use can lead to issues related to blood pressure, kidneys, or the heart. For older adults who are more vulnerable to these problems, caution is even more critical. Baking soda is not a miracle cure to replace medication, but rather a temporary aid when needed. The good news is that you can use this remedy wisely. For example, on special occasions, when you know you'll have a protein-heavy meal, such as Thanksgiving or family gatherings, you can prepare a glass of water with 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda dissolved in 120 milliliters of filtered water. Drink it about 30 minutes after your meal. However, do not use this more than twice a day and absolutely avoid continuous daily use. Hopefully, this brings you relief and peace of mind after every meal. Because enjoying delicious food without the fear of painful burning is something everyone deserves, especially as we reach an age where our stomachs need special care. If you've ever tried this tip or are considering it, feel free to share your experience or questions below. Knowledge shouldn't be kept to ourselves. Let's share it to help those around us. And now let's move on to the next benefit of baking soda, one that may completely change the way you view kidney health. Did you know that our kidneys, though small, work tirelessly every hour to filter out toxins, balance minerals, and regulate blood pressure? And when this function declines, the entire body gradually becomes fatigued, swollen, and can even progress to end-stage kidney failure. What few people know is that baking soda, the simple powder in your kitchen, can play an important supportive role for the kidneys, especially in the early stages of chronic kidney disease. Many people are silently living with impaired kidney function without even knowing it. Symptoms like fatigue, difficulty concentrating, or frequent nighttime urination may seem like just signs of aging, but they are actually distress signals from the kidneys. While many struggle with medications and strict diets, there's a scientifically recognized natural support. using sodium bicarbonate, baking soda, to help reduce acidity in the blood. But it's not that simple. Many hesitate, fearing that the sodium in baking soda might raise blood pressure or cause further kidney damage. Conflicting information, some praising, others warning, creates confusion. This leads many to either overlook a useful tool or use it improperly without guidance, resulting in adverse effects. Another major obstacle is the lack of knowledge about the correct dosage and timing needed for baking soda to truly protect kidney function. However, when used properly and under medical supervision, baking soda can help slow the progression of early-stage chronic kidney disease by reducing metabolic acidosis, a condition where the blood becomes too acidic because the weakened kidneys can't remove acid effectively. A study published in the Journal of the American Society of Nephrology showed that patients who use sodium bicarbonate experienced significantly slower kidney function decline compared to those who didn't. This means living healthier for longer, reducing the risk of early dialysis, and improving overall quality of life. If you or a loved one are in the early stage of chronic kidney disease and are considering baking soda, the first step is to consult your doctor. It should only be used with a clear prescription, often starting with a very small dose, such as 1/2 teaspoon dissolved in 200 milliliters of water per day, while closely monitoring sodium levels, blood pressure, and kidney function through lab tests. Never increase the dose on your own or use it as a replacement for prescribed medications. Although the kidneys are silent organs, proper care can make a huge difference. And the good news is, sometimes that difference starts with something simple, like a bit of white powder in your familiar kitchen. Give your kidneys a chance to rest and recover with proper guidance and faith in your body's natural healing ability. Next, I'll introduce you to another benefit of baking soda when you're dealing with urinary discomfort. The burning sensation when urinating, pressure in the lower abdomen, and the lingering discomfort, these are typical symptoms of a urinary tract infection, UTI, a common condition among older adults. While not immediately life-threatening, if left untreated, UTIs can lead to serious complications, especially for those with weakened immune systems or underlying health conditions. While antibiotics remain the primary treatment, many are turning to natural support methods, and baking soda is a noteworthy option. Baking soda's support lies in its ability to alkalize urine. During infection, urine often becomes highly acidic, an ideal environment for E. coli bacteria to thrive. By neutralizing acidity, baking soda can reduce the bacteria's ability to multiply, thereby helping to ease the burning sensation and discomfort during urination. Additionally, an alkaline environment helps soothe inflammation and reduce bladder pressure, something anyone who has experienced a UTI would deeply appreciate. However, it must be clarified. Baking soda is not an antibiotic and should not replace medical treatment. It should only be seen as a temporary supportive measure, useful in mild cases or for maintaining a healthy urinary pH balance. If symptoms persist beyond 48 hours or are accompanied by fever, chills, or back pain, these are signs that you should seek medical attention immediately. To use it correctly, you can dissolve 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda in a glass of warm water, about 200 milliliters, and drink it in the morning on an empty stomach. It should not be used more than once per day, and not for more than 3 consecutive days without medical supervision. At the same time, it's important to drink plenty of water, maintain personal hygiene, and avoid highly acidic foods such as coffee, alcohol, and orange juice, which can aggravate UTI symptoms. Urinary tract infections can be an unpleasant challenge, but you don't have to suffer alone. There are gentle, natural, yet effective options, if you know how to apply them correctly and in time. Baking soda, in all its simplicity, is not a miracle cure, but it can be a helpful companion in your daily urinary healthcare journey. Next, let's see what baking soda can do for gout pain. Gout pain is unlike any other kind of pain. It strikes suddenly, intensely, as if each joint is being burned from the inside. Even the slightest touch can make movement or walking impossible. Gout is not just joint pain, it's a sign of a deeper metabolic disorder within the body. Have you ever woken up in the middle of the night with a swollen, red, burning big toe that feels like it's on fire? Or felt aching in your knees after a feast rich in red meat, seafood, or wine? Those who have experienced it know that gout torments not only the body but also the mind, as it forces people to give up many of life's joys in eating and daily activities. So what's really happening inside? Gout results from an excess of uric acid in the blood, which crystallizes in the joints, causing inflammation. Therefore, the solution is not only about temporary pain relief, but also about helping the body become more alkaline to limit that crystallization. And this is where baking soda becomes a worthy consideration. Baking soda has strong alkaline properties. When absorbed into the bloodstream, it helps neutralize excess acids, including uric acid. This process reduces the acidity of the blood, allowing uric acid to dissolve more easily, thereby lowering the risk of urate crystal formation, the direct cause of gout attacks. While it's not a replacement for prescription medications, when used correctly, baking soda can help reduce the frequency and severity of acute gout episodes. So how can it be used safely? The answer is with caution and always under medical guidance. Generally, older adults can start with a dose of 1/4 to 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda dissolved in 200 milliliters of water, taken once a day, and not for more than 3 consecutive days, especially during times when a gout flare-up seems imminent. Absolutely do not use baking soda if you have high blood pressure, heart failure, or kidney issues, as its high sodium content can be harmful. In addition to using baking soda, don't forget to make dietary and lifestyle changes. Limit red meat, seafood, and alcohol. Increase your intake of vegetables and plain water. A balanced combination of nutrition and natural support brings more lasting benefits than any single pill. Gout is a chronic condition, but that doesn't mean you have to surrender to helpless pain. There are natural ways to support the body, ease symptoms, and, most importantly, regain a sense of control over your health. What do you think about the power of baking soda? But that's not all. Let's continue to explore its next benefit together. No one talks about it, but everyone has experienced the embarrassment of bad breath or the discomfort of mouth sores that make eating unpleasant. For older adults, this isn't just about appearance or temporary inconvenience. It directly affects nutrition, communication, and daily quality of life. Fortunately, there's a simple, effective solution that can be done right at home. Baking soda. You're not alone if you've been dealing with small mouth ulcers, often appearing when the immune system is weakened. The mouth is dry due to medications, or the pH in the oral cavity becomes imbalanced. On top of that, bad breath, even with thorough oral hygiene, still causes many to feel self-conscious when speaking. This issue is more common than you think, especially among seniors taking multiple medications or living with chronic conditions. The main obstacle is that most people only know about toothpaste or alcohol-based mouthwashes, which can irritate, dry out the mouth, and even worsen sores. What they don't realize is that the problem isn't just on the surface. It often stems from pH imbalance and the growth of acid-producing bacteria in the mouth. Addressing the root cause is not easy, and trying product after product can sometimes make things worse. This is where baking soda truly shines. With its mild alkaline nature, baking soda helps neutralize excess acid in the mouth, one of the main causes of irritation and bacterial growth. When used as a mouth rinse, baking soda not only soothes mouth sores quickly, but also reduces bad breath by inhibiting odor-causing bacteria. Simply dissolve 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda in 150 milliliters of warm water and gently rinse your mouth every morning and evening for 30 seconds. After a few days, you'll notice a clear difference. Less pain, easier eating, and fresher breath. Remember, consistency is key. Like watering a plant daily, not too much, but just enough to maintain balance. And while results may be noticeable in a few days, stick with it for a week or more for the sores to fully heal and for breath to improve sustainably. It's amazing how such a simple ingredient like baking soda, often forgotten in the corner of the pantry, can become a bodyguard for your mouth and breath. No need for expensive products or complicated treatments. Just a bit of patience and a proper understanding of its uses can leave you feeling lighter, more comfortable, and more confident each day. Now let's move on to the next benefit of baking soda, relieving post-workout soreness. Exercise isn't just for the young. For older adults, maintaining a daily routine of light physical activity, such as walking, yoga, or cycling, is a wonderful way to keep the body flexible, reduce the risk of illness, and improve mental well-being. However, alongside those benefits comes an uninvited guest: post-exercise muscle soreness, especially for those who don't work out regularly. Muscle soreness after exercise often appears 12 to 48 hours after activity, particularly when you've done new movements or increased the intensity of your workout. It's the result of lactic acid buildup, a byproduct of the body's energy metabolism during intense exercise. The muscles feel sour, fatigued, and sometimes this discomfort discourages you from wanting to continue your routine. The good news is there's a natural, simple, and easy solution you can try at home: baking soda. With its strong alkalizing properties, baking soda helps neutralize the lactic acid buildup in muscles, reducing soreness and shortening recovery time after a workout. This is especially beneficial for older adults who need to stay active but are more prone to muscle fatigue and joint stiffness after each effort. To use baking soda for this purpose, dissolve 1/2 teaspoon in a glass of warm water, about 200 milliliters, and drink it right after your workout. Note: do not use it more than once a day, and only on days when you've done more intense physical activity than usual. Additionally, if you have issues with blood pressure or kidney function, consult your doctor before using it to ensure safety. The gentle support of baking soda is not a replacement for stretching, resting, or proper nutrition, but it is a small piece of the puzzle that can help you maintain your exercise routine more consistently. Less soreness after each workout means you're more motivated to return the next day and the day after, maintaining your fitness over time. Aging doesn't mean becoming weaker. On the contrary, with simple and smart choices like baking soda, you can continue your daily exercise journey gently, steadily, and without being hindered by post-workout pain. And there's still one more benefit of baking soda you shouldn't overlook. Let me tell you about it right now. The human body is a sophisticated system where everything from blood, digestive fluids, to the skin functions best within a balanced pH range. When the body's pH becomes too acidic or too alkaline, it starts sending warning signs: fatigue, poor digestion, dull skin, and even a weakened immune system. What's concerning is that many habits of modern life push the body into an overly acidic state without us even realizing it. Have you noticed that even with a proper diet and daily vitamins, you still feel heavy, bloated, sleepless, or prone to colds? These symptoms may not stem from a specific illness, but rather from a pH imbalance in the body, a silent burden on the kidneys, lungs, and immune system. This is why baking soda, a seemingly simple ingredient, is considered a natural aid for pH balance. When properly diluted and used sensibly, baking soda can help neutralize excess acid in the body. This reduces the strain on the kidneys in regulating blood pH, improves digestion, and enhances nutrient absorption. Using baking soda to balance pH isn't a miracle cure that replaces a healthy lifestyle, but it is a helpful tool to support recovery and maintain internal stability. Ideally, dissolve 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda into 200 milliliters of warm water and drink it in the morning on an empty stomach, no more than 2 to 3 times a week. The key is not to overuse it. Like anything else, misuse can have the opposite effect. Alongside baking soda, it's important to prioritize alkaline-forming foods like leafy greens and low-sugar fruits, while reducing red meat, refined sugar, and carbonated drinks, all of which contribute to internal acidity. By combining a healthy diet, regular movement, and gentle support like baking soda, you are creating a positive momentum for the body to return to its natural balance. pH balance isn't just a biological measurement, it's the foundation for overall health, from skin to immunity, from sleep to emotional well-being. And you don't need anything complicated to begin. Just a small spoonful of baking soda, a bit of knowledge, and a steady commitment to your body. Thank you for taking the time to follow this content to the end. I know that in the midst of countless pieces of information each day, the fact that you chose to listen and dive deeper into your health is something truly admirable. We've just explored 7 wonderful benefits of baking soda, from easing heartburn supporting kidney function, soothing mouth ulcers, to balancing the body's pH. Each benefit carries not just biological value, but also serves as a reminder. Sometimes health doesn't come from expensive or complicated things, but from simple, familiar elements in our daily lives. I invite you to take a few seconds to reflect. What did you learn today? What will you start applying first? A morning glass of baking soda water or a gentle evening mouth rinse? Just one small step can spark a chain of bigger changes for both your body and your mind. If you found this content helpful, don't hesitate to click like and share it with your family and friends. They too might need a gentle nudge like this to take better care of their health. I hope this won't be the last time we journey together. Upcoming videos will continue to bring you clear, relatable, and immediately applicable knowledge so that every day lived is a little more meaningful, gentle, and healthy. You are never too old to start living better. Every act of self-care, no matter how small, holds the power to transform your entire life.